Hola Sagittarius, Sun, Scorpio moons. Welcome to your 2022 Sun mood reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can certainly set that up. Also, when you view it is when you were meant to see it. It doesn't matter the time of year. I must feel like another card flipped out. So keeping that in mind, check out your 2021 Sun Moon predictions that are still in my playlist. See if they rang true for you. First portion of this reading, I'll go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll lay out the main cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2022. The second portion will be the VIMEO link below, where I will have a deeper interpretation of the cards with clarifiers. And I'll also pull a card of advice. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 separate sectors. So Sagittarius, Sun, Scorpio moons, your charm, persuasion, and intuition. Charm, persuasion, intuition, and enthusiasm can sell virtually anything to anybody. People are inspired by your words, impressed with your intellect, and drawn to your mysteries. A human lie detector, you can quickly determine whether someone is dishonest before it can hurt you or those closest to you. Fiercely independent, but sensitive enough not to trounce on others. You have a voracious appetite for the unexplored and the untraveled. You have the perseverance to push through the most daunting circumstances because you believe everything is an experience and there is knowledge to be acquired. Few can keep up with your endless energy. You typically have expansive and imaginative visions and only want those on board who can match your intensity and drive when pursuing them. When you are passionate about a project, you will throw your all into it, and people can't help but admire your tenacity. They also admire how you don't depend on anybody and are supremely self-sufficient. So let's see what's going on here. For January, February, March, you have the King of Swords in the reverse. Let me straighten these out a bit. For April, May, June, you have the 4 of Cups in the upright. For July, August, September, you have the 10 of Swords in reverse. And October, November, December, you have the Emperor card in the upright, which is the card of Aries. Other things to keep in mind, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. So it seems as though there is a force to be reckoned with in January, February, March. King of Swords, in my readings, usually is a person who is going to do whatever they can to win. So I feel as though you're kind of clashing swords with this person, so to speak, and they're hell-bent and determined to kind of get their way. King of Swords in reverse usually resorts to mental tactics to kind of make that happen. He will try to, convince you, con you, do whatever he can, maybe put you under pressure, put the screws to you, so to speak. Mind games are not beyond him. So anything that, any kind of mental melding or mind melding stuff, he's going to do to kind of gain the advantage. And he can be a dangerous opponent because he is very intelligent, but he just uses his intelligence for ill means. So I'm kind of seeing you have to deal with this person. But I mean, you're a really good opponent, so I'm certainly, I feel as though you're certainly going to be able to rise to the challenge in regards to whoever that may be. So we get to April, May, June. It seems as though you are being extended something and you are not interested in it at all, in the very least. I almost feel as though it's something that's not worthy of you even, so you don't even want to consider it. Could be an offer, but someone's extending something and saying, hey, here, I have this for you, and you're like, yeah, no, I don't think so. But I feel like it's because it's an offer that's lesser than. You feel like you deserve better. I also wonder if I feel like there might be some dishonesty associated with it, and you kind of know that, so you're just paying it no attention whatsoever, and you're very focused on what your goals are and the things that you want and how you want things to kind of play themselves out. So that's why I feel like whatever this is, you're very apathetic to it. You don't want it kind of distracting you from what you're doing or hindering you from what you're doing and what you're kind of focused on. And again, it's like a lackluster offer, kind of like a, really, you thought I'd consider that, is what I'm getting from that. Now, in July, August, September, I feel as though you're coming out of something. I don't know what that something is. It might have been something difficult for you. It might have been something traumatic that you went through. It might have been a very painful situation that you went through. Whatever it is, you're kind of pushing on through it, and you're kind of, I think what I'm kind of getting is there was a time when you thought you could never kind of overcome it. And now, for some reason, in July, August, September, I feel as though something is happening that's allowing you to believe that you are going to be able to actually overcome this and grow from this. I feel like this is something that happened a long time ago, but I almost feel like there's going to be a catalyst in July, August, September, or divine timing, where it's the right time for you to address it. And I think when you do, you're actually it's going to be really healing time for you. You're really going to confront the pain from your past. You're going to kind of deal with it, and and I almost feel as though you avoided kind of doing this for a very long time, because you knew kind of if you opened that can of worms, it was going to be, really hard to put the worms back in the can. So you were really putting it off because you thought it was going to be a lot worse than it actually ended up being. So maybe it was all about the timing and confronting this when you were kind of ready for it. But I feel like everything's kind of getting hashed out in July, August, September. You've come to a point where you're ready to deal with this stuff and try to work through it so that you can become the best version that you are and fully accept and heal from it. So that's a good thing. And then it might be because of a result of that in July, August, and September. But in October, November, December, I see you as the emperor. I see you totally in charge of everything. You actually literally might be the boss, in charge of something, so to speak. And I feel you really kind of rising to your power, so to speak. And I feel as though, people respect you. You're in a position where you have to make the calls that are best for everybody, whether they like it or not. And I feel like you have to kind of assert yourself and say, hey, this is what we're doing. I know you might not agree with it, but it's really in your best interest. So I feel like this is you doing this. I don't feel like somebody's asserting this power over you. I feel like you're the one that's the authority, and you're needing to make the calls, to serve everybody as best as it can. I'm almost feeling like the people, they don't realize it's for their own good, so they might be a little bit resistant, or they may not be real happy with it, but you just keep on kind of asserting yourself and saying, this is how it has to be. I know you don't understand it right now. I mean, you could be head of a household, in charge of something in that regard, where you're making determinations, and people are, might be a little bit uncomfortable or unhappy with it, but it kind of is what it is. So that's what I'm getting for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can easily set that up. Also, make sure you click on the Vimeo link below, where I will be pulling these cards on those cards for a deeper interpretation. I'll also pull a card for the year 2022 for advice. Make sure you check out your 2021 Sun Moon reading, see if they rang true for you. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Anything to support the channel would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I will see you in the Vimeo Sagittarius Sun Scorpio Moons. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.